The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. Harden has a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Middleton looking it over. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. And Middleton now atop the key. And it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Harris misses. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Giannis with it. He's picked up by Irving. And the shot goes in. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Harden kicks to Durant. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Middleton over Harris and stolen by Jordan. Irving against DiVincenzo. Stolen by Middleton. And here is DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. They need this one. It doesn't go for him. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Durant with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Wow, just makes that look so easy.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Middleton. The 15-footer. It's not going to go for him.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good. Durant.
Vintage KD. Quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Milwaukee in the lead. 1:49 left to play here in the first. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo against Irving. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Took him no time at all on that one.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jeff Green picks one up, so for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
And on the way from Irving for three, rebounded by the Bucks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The pass to Tucker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Harden right side. Outside for Griffin. That one wide left.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
At the end of one, a closely contested game. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he...
For me personally, I just...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Connaughton in it with the small forward.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Portis finds Holiday. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Here's Harden. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. Here's Harden on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Green. Shoots over Tucker, and it's Green missing. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Griffin with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here is Forbes. Releases from 15. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
On the wing, Irving. This one for 3. And the Nets miss again. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Harden the pass to Irving. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court. Leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving. Connaughton passes to Portis. Brown against Holiday. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Kevin Durant's checked in for James Harden. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Passes to Claxton. To the middle. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. Over Middleton. The shot by KD. No good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Middleton for 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Brown drops them both. Bucks leading by 7.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Shoots from the right block. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. That's good from Harris on the assist by Jordan.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the... That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Durant down low. Lopez covering. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. Harden's got the first basket of the second half here for Brooklyn.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Lopez outside. And it's sent back by KD.
The large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
A nice shot by Harris. Milwaukee in the lead. Holiday looking for an opening. Middleton against Harris. Here's Holiday. That one falls. 8 points for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, the defense very much more aggressive on the body up, but still Drew Holiday drops it down.
Right side, Jordan. Harris up top. Here's Harden on the wing. guarded by Holiday. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good. That would have tied it.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets trail by 3. Here's Irving. Dishes to Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, how many times do we see highlights like this? DeAndre Jordan loves bringing the hammer.
The Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And Holiday, here we go. And Holiday throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Antetokounmpo. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And here's Harden for 3. Drops in the tray. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Antetokounmpo against KD. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's a minute 40 left in the third.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Now Irving. He's got 6 to the paint. Reverses. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Back to Forbes. It's hauled in by Claxton. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
So he can't get either to fall. The Bucks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Connaughton kicks to Portis. And that one hits back iron. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. That evens the score. Irving's got 10 points.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
And Durant, here we go. They now take the lead. 7 points in the game.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Milwaukee, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Harris's shot is off. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Portis. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Nets. They're up by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard position.
And really on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Harden. And the Nets making a change here. Shamet's checked in, and he makes both free throws.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Pass to Portis. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 3. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. From past the arc. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Back to DiVincenzo. Tries again, and it's good on the way up.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Connaughton, throws down the breakaway jam.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
The 3 from Harden. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Fires from 14. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Griffin. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. No good from Connaughton.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Griffin. And that one drops. And the Nets lead by 3.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the Bucks miss again. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. Green up on top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Green passes to Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Green against Middleton. From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, Griffin in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Portis drives in. And Portis throws it down.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Bucks trail by 3. DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. Finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. In transition, here come the Nets. Got a piece of it. And here is DiVincenzo. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. To Shamet. It drops.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Shamet. To tie it up. Kept alive. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Middleton on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Good! A tremendous three to tie it up.
Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
Harden against Middleton. Got it! Middleton outside. Can't get the three to fall. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry.
Excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2 spot. And looking at the Nets, Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low.
We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 Finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Now here's Harden. For 3. Morris with the rebound. Here's the Clippers. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Stolen by Harden. Outside for Durant. From the arc. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Inside. Here's Zubac, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here is Harden after the Clippers pick up 2. Jordan dishes to Harden. 6 on the shot clock, takes the 3, and Kevin Durant good for 3.
Kevin Durant is a threat to shoot it as soon as the ball hits his hands. This guy incredible, relentless as a scorer.
Now here's George. Down low. Zubac kicks to George. The shot will not fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside for Durant. Irving against George. Right side Irving. And it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Durant.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Harris against Leonard. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't...
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass.
Woke loose. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, we know he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, but the finger roll might be the sweetest of them all.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Harden. Jackson finds Leonard. Clock at 6. Over Harris. Zubac trying to break loose. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, efficiency from the mid-range has always been a part of Kawhi Leonard's game.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
George looking around. The 11-footer buries the jump shot.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Pass to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Pass to George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. KD's got 5 points so far. Outside, George. It's good. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. To the inside. Jordan finds Irving. On the wing, Harris. Irving against Jackson. Irving passes to Harden. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots. Irving can't get it to go.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
In the corner, George with it. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. That's now 8 points for George. Harden dishes to Jordan. Harden scanning the floor. Oh, big time play!
And give him credit.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's man in at the 3. Here's Griffin. Out to KD. Irving from long range. Offensive rebound.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Now, here's Kennard. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Cousins. Releases. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Irving. Passes it to KD. Stolen by Beverly. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 3. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Cousins finds Batum. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Brooklyn trailing. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor, and Griffin is one of them.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Rondo kicks to Batum. Harden against Rondo. In the corner, George with it. Over Harris. And the shot is long.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Harden against Kennard. Harden the pass to Bryant. On the wing, Harris. Lets it go with the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Rondo with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Rondo dishes to Batum. Some solid defense from Harris.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Zubac. Nobody near George. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 11 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Brown the pass to Harden. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers leading by 3. Zubac finds Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The three from Harden. It's hauled in by Paul George. Here's Rondo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And all right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Joe Harris. Harden out there with Irving, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 5. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Irving. George, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Morris looking over the floor. Shoots over KD. Morris, no good. And for the Nets, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Irving dishes to Jordan. There's the 3. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Irving against Morris. Pass to Zubac. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Ooh. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Beverly against Irving.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Inside. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Beverly. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Pass to Morris. Now here's Cousins. Outside Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Jackson against Harden. Right side Jackson. He kicks it to Beverly. Here's the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. So they take the lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Clippers trail. Leonard looking around. Stolen by Durant. And stolen by Cousins. On the wing, Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the Clippers miss again. Brooklyn with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. LA's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Beverly against Harden, the 10-footer. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Leonard with the steal and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Morris with the bucket.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
Outside Irving. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 1. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Feeds it to Morris. Over Green. Morris, no good. It's Irving, top of the key. Jordan kicks to Irving. Over Beverly. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Clippers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 3 spot. The Nets with the lead. There's the lob to Harden.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Rondo looking around. Now the pass to Zubac. Batum wide open. He fires. Knocked loose.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Harris up and in on the layup. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Passes it to Mann and taken away by Brown. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Outside Rondo, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open. Harden
against Rondo. Harden Harden outside. There's the dish to Griffin. And that one drops for him. And the Nets lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The drive by Rondo. Here's Zubac. Plays it up and banks it in.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Back to Harden. The tray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 11 in the second half.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Rondo finds Batum. Banked in off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harden against Rondo. It's Harden with the drive, and it's good for 2. Harden's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Outside Rondo. Batum passes to Rondo. Zubac's in the post. Griffin's there. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Up top, Durant. He's guarded by Cousins. Irving with a clean look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Here's Zubac. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Zubac has got 6 in the quarter.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Irving against George. Irving surveying the floor. He feeds it to Jordan. Shot clock at 3. Durant wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
George, no good. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving with the ball. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, they've got Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center position.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Covington with the bucket.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Harden. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Lillard hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And look at that, the touch of Lillard inside, so impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Harden the pass to KD. Nets with a new shot clock.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Covington with the bucket.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Irving surveying the floor. KD on the wing. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This just in. Durant is special. I mean, how easy the offensive game becomes.
Harden against Lillard. This one for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break and finished off by Nurkic.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Nobody near Irving. Misses the 3. Trailblazers leading by 6. McCollum finds Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
On the wing, Harris. Will it go? Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Again, the miss by Lillard. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 12-point game. And that one's good. Durant.
What a player. Durant making difficult finishes look second nature. Nothing gets to this guy.
Lillard outside. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Powell dishes to Nurkic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
McCollum outside. The 3. The Trailblazers rebound. Over to the wing. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Steps back and fires. Up again.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Outside Irving. A 3-ball. No good that time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Trailblazers lead by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Kanter inside. Griffin's there. Kanter's shot is off. Nets trail by 8. Brown finds Green. Back to Brown. The kick out to Irving. The 3. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Jones drives in, and it's sent back by Irving. And the basket is good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside Irving. Shoots the 3. And Kanter pulls it down.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Back to Anthony. The feed to Kanter. It's stolen by Brown. Irving passes to Brown. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. He competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Yep, that one goes.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Now Brown. Green kicks to Brown. And it's blocked. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Here's Little. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Oh, and all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside Covington. Now here's Little, guarded by Harris. Little can't hit.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's Brown. It's stolen by Little. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
Nets trail by 16. Harden scanning the floor. Claxton the pass to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the paint. Nurkic with the steal. Here we go. One-on-one. Here's Powell. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
It's Harden with the drive. Count the basket.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Here is Lillard. He's got 5. The pass to Little. Covington kicks to Lillard. No good from outside. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right side, Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And that is just classic Jordan. The burst of speed, the ferocity of the finish. Clear the way.
Lillard outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden with it. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
This is what great size in the backcourt gives you. The ability to equally challenge the defense on all 3 levels. Harden's incredible.
And that concludes the first half. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, and
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Durant.
Plays like that are what make Durant impossible to guard. You just can't deal with his pull-up jumper.
McCollum finds Lillard. Now Covington. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Covington's got 8 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Jordan. Outside for KD. From deep Harden. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. He's got 7.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable. Just quickly shooting off the pass.
This is it to McCollum. A rebound by the Nets.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Count that bucket.
And you never hear about it, but Durant is very strong. That allows him to finish on shots like that.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite losing Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Nurkic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nurkic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, no doubt Nurkic knows how to get it done inside. Using all this height to find the shot.
It's Durant on the wing. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. A pull-up. Yes, that goes in. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself. McCollum no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And Harden wide open. He shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Lillard from outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Well, look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring through.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And the basket by Lillard.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
And here is Jordan after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Harris. Now here's Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Misses from close range. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Out to the wing. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 10. KD dishes to Green. Irving for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jones the pass to Carmelo. Green with the block. Harden with it. Cantor covered. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Simons surveying the D. Kicks to Jones. 3-pointer. They get it back. Cantor. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Cantor's got 6.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Simons. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 4 points in the quarter.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Little. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. Here's Irving after Enes Kanter's basket. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Kyrie Irving. And Portland with the ball. Now here's Jones. Kanter inside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
So for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Brown. And stolen by Harris. Here's Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Simons, the pass to Cantor.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
That's good from Cantor. And Cantor drops them both. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now Irving. And the Nets, another three.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Anthony against Green. Goes up on the wing. Unable to get that one. Nets trail by 8. Here's Irving. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Here's Simons. From 13. Here's Cantor. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Irving passes to Claxton, and he dunks it down.
Oh, look at that. That's an excellent pass. Irving creating for his teammates, showing his unselfishness.
Here's Simons. Outside, Jones. Passed a little. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 on the clock. Here's Simons. And they pick up 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Harden outside. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Irving. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Yep, it counts.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here is Harden. And the pass to Claxton. On its way from Irving for 2. And Jones pulls it down. Portland leading by 7. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Off target with the open look.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run. When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
Here's Simons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Little passes to Simons. To the middle. And the basket by Jones.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Now, here is Irving. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Look at how assured Irving is. When the game is on the line, he demands the rock.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Cantor, high post. Back to Anthony. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. From deep. So the Trailblazers win it. This was a hard, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a... Hey, Kevin. Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Outside Irving. And it's sent back by Lopez. The wide open look for Durant. No good on the triple. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. KD against DiVincenzo. And Irving pulls it down. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harden's shot is off.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Shot from free throw range. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. That shot missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Jordan finds Harris. Can they get it? The kick out to Irving. From deep. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving. It's a tie ball game.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
The drive by Giannis. And Jordan sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
And another shot, and Portis finishes inside.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Irving looking for an opening. And the Nets miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Holiday kicks to Portis. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Green. Offensive rebound, Portis. Pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. 6 to shoot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Irving. A baseline J, and that one good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Right side Holiday with the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 1. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center position.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Irving. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And a wide open look for Irving. They're running. And here we go. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Outside Irving. From deep three-point range. Shot clock reset for the Nets.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Green gets it to go.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Back to Irving. Pulls it from the elbow. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, leading by 5. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that's exactly why Antetokounmpo is so loved. I mean, his ability to make the right call, the right decision, and pick and roll sets, that's why he's involved in those sets as much as he is.
Irving from long range. The rebound by the Bucks.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
The Bucks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown. Harden the pass to Shamet. Back to Harden. Forbes with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Holiday gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Harden right side. Claxton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And we've reached... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points and 2. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Here's Harden. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
It's Durant on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Shots good by Middleton. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Giannis has got 24.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton right side. It's stolen by Harris. KD with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Harden, that's good. That's now 8 points for James Harden.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Tries from 10. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets trail by 16. Durant kicks to Irving. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make, so you've got to recognize how crafty he is.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin comes in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both shots good from the stripe. Nets trail by 16. And Harden with the stuff.
I love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. The Bucks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That's good from Forbes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. So he gets them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Pass to Harris. Griffin, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
On the wing, Irving. He's got 16, and Griffin slams it in.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton the pass to Portis. The leaner inside. The shot, no good. The Nets on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Irving from long range. Milwaukee with the rebound. Connaughton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Deep. Tucker can't get it to go. Green taking his time here. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. There's And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu on out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4. Portis with it. Outside Holiday. Goes up with a stripe. No good off the back of the rim.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And foul. On the shot, he'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Milwaukee?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bucks leading by 5. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And Giannis throws it down.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bucks shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Middleton. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Shamet. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Milwaukee in the lead. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Wide open. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Pass to Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. It's the Nets now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Irving. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
Holiday against Harden. Here's Jordan. That one's not going to go. Good D by Lopez. Outside Holiday. Giannis outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Outside Holiday. And he overshot that one, missing. Nets trail by 4. Pops it up for Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Giannis inside. KD's on him. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Here's Harden. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Here's Giannis. Count.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Irving dishes to Harris. Back to Irving. Over Lopez. Irving can't hit.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Lopez passes to Holiday. Great D that time from Irving. Dishes it to Harris. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Can't cash in. From deep three-point range, buries it from outside.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the line. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And on the way from Irving for three. Oh, good on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Nobody near Leonard. And Reggie Jackson gets the three.
Hard not to call Leonard's number every time down the floor. He's become that dominant.
Harris passes to Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here is George. Over Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. George has got five now.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Here's Irving. To the paint. Lock at 6. Cans the 12-footer.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. Launches a three. Again, Leonard missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he's good on the second. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. George against Irving. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. On defense, Brooklyn trailing by 2. And here's Morris for 3.
And the long arms of Durant, so disruptive. He takes up a lot of airspace.
Lobbed up there for Durant. The game now all time.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harris kicks to KD. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. KD's got his second basket of the night. Harden against Jackson. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Harden. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Durant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Back to Harden. From past the arc. The shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now here's Jackson. Harden missing his last shot. And yes, it's good.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
George against Irving. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. 5 to shoot. Shot from 16. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The bus driver with the ball in his hand. Kyrie keeps the defenders off balance.
It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball, and it's good. 2 points. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now George. He has 5. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And a wide open look for Irving. Hits it from 3-point range. Irving's got 9.
Man, it is tough holding down Kyrie. Smooth release on that shot.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the point guard.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Over Griffin. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Cousins.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Now here's Durant. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 7.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Beverly against Brown. Beverly dishes to Cousins. In transition, here come the Nets. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. Fades back. Rebound by Jeff Green. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Clippers trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kennard against Durant. Back to Kennard. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. So the wing on the left. Brown outside. Over Kennard. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Mann passes to Cousins. To halt the run. That one doesn't go. Griffin with some nice D. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Green with the basket on the assist by Brown.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
1:51 left in the second quarter. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Great look, but off the mark. Clippers trail by 14. Pass to Kennard. He kicks to Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got his first points of the game.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
It's Harden with the drive, and he gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Brown inside. Kennard covering. Brown, good. And the Nets lead by 16. Brown against Kennard. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Brown. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Green, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard attacking and finished off by Leonard.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Nets leading by 14. Irving up top. He's got 9 over Morris. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 6 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, give us your... And that should...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Zubac off on the layup. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving dishes to Durant. Lays it up off the glass. And it's 13 points for KD. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening. Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Harden the pass to KD. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Durant dishes to Jordan. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. Stolen by Harden. Here's Harris. The putback, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside, George. There's the three. Zubac, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Harden outside, puts up a three. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 17. Morris passes to George. And there it is for him.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Harden against Beverly. Harden surveying the D. Harris outside. Leonard with the steal. It's George on the wing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And a deep three from Harden. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 7.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
And George kicks to Zubac. Irving against George. Good D by Jordan.
The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for James Harden. Now here's Rondo. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Zubac in the post. He's against Jordan, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Rondo against Green. The pass to Batum. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
The kick out to Brown. Irving against Rondo. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Mann. He's covered by Brown. Here's Kennard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Here's Brown. Offline. And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Harris is out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Green. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Here's Mann. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. On the wing, Harris. Down low. They kick it out to Green. Harris looking it over. Green, the pass to Harris. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Rondo. To the middle. 4 on the clock. Cousins. Rebound, Brooklyn. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Cousins. Irving for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here's Batum to the paint. Here's Cousins.
One of the more controversial players in the game. What's amazing through all the scrutiny is the consistency of Cousins' production.
And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Cousins. Nets leading by 14. And here is Irving. Right side, Kevin Durant. And he makes good on the layup.
Nights like these, you just have to tip your hat to KD. He's a champion for a reason.
Irving against George. The dish to Cousins. Puts it up. The shot's good on the assist by George. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
KD finds Harden. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Harden with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. 9 points for James Harden.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And stolen by Irving. Paul George with the steal. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Out to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 17.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Cousins and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Cousins is clever. The defender has to do a better job of beating his man to the spot and maintaining position.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Brooklyn.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Los Angeles with another miss. Johnson kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Pass to Johnson. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. Beverly with the ball. Dishes it to Jackson. He feeds it to Cousins. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Patterson can't get it to go. Here's Johnson. Pass to Luwawu. Now Johnson from deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Soaring high above the Willamette. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at center. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
A shot's good from Irving.
Yeah, that's one of the more dangerous shots. The form, the quick release, everything for Kyrie in sync.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard, right side. Count it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it to Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
McCollum against Irving, and it's KD with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the shot is good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Harden against Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The three from Harden. Durant down low. Covington's there. And it's Durant missing. Here's Powell. Lillard. It's good on the putback.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside, KD. Fires from deep. No good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And the free ball is good. Lillard's got 9.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Harden outside. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, so do the quick short dribbles and then create some space. Try to guard that.
Now the pass to Irving. Shot to stop the run. And Jordan gets it to go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Shot, high post. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Harden the pass to Irving. Here's Jordan. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Here's Lillard. Over Irving. And it's Lillard again missing. Nets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. That one goes in.
More and more Kyrie Irving is showing off how much body control he has, especially when he drives into the interior of the D.
Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. McCollum finds Lillard. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Harden against Powell. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lillard fires away from way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Durant. Shoots over Covington. Misses off the left iron. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Nets. They lead by 1. From Portland. We're back in a moment. Greg,
when I'm training in the summer,
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with Green. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bucket is good.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Here is Harden. They trail by 1. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 7 points in the game. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
McCollum outside. Pass to Cantor. Rebound, Brooklyn. Green taking his time here. Now the dish to Griffin. Back to Green. From outside the arc. And Cantor pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Griffin against Anthony. And good that time.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Irving drives in. Chalk up 2 there. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now here's McCollum. Off target with his 3. In transition, here come the Nets. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
From the arc. And Cantor pulls it down.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. For 3, here's Cantor. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, not explosive. Cantor shows some mobility right there on the pick and roll.
Now here's Harden. Guarded closely. Griffin kicks to Harden. Off target from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Kevin Durant's checked in for James Harden. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving. Just 3 on the clock. No good. Shot missing. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And a chance now to send it over to David Alton. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points and 3. Thanks for joining us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Irving from long range. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Feels like he's taking nothing but shots he knows he's going to knock down. Kyrie playing sharp here.
And it goes down 2 points. Lillard's got 15 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Right side Irving. Harris outside. Irving against Covington. And that one's good. Irving. He's got 18.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Harden against Lillard. Passes it to Covington. Back to Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. Nets leading by 3. Here's KD. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Powell dishes to McCollum. Back to Powell. And there's the feed to Nurkic. Great D that time from Jordan.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Count it. Good. And the Nets lead by 5.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Lillard, and it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for McCollum. And the Nets also making a change. Claxton's checked in. Irving from long range. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Kanter checked in for Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for Robert Covington. And the Nets also making a change. Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Now here's Green. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So a franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range, again the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
Outside Irving. No good on the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's blocked by Brown. Claxton the pass to Griffin. To the inside. Here's Claxton, covered by Anthony. Here's Griffin. Outside for KD. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, life's not fair, right? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot, and it turns up to be an up fake instead.
So for the Nets, Joe Harris comes in for Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Irving. Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Launches it. And it's Simons missing. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. To the middle. It's stolen by Anthony. And they're pushing it up. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Cantor. And Jones has it in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pass to Harris. Over Jones. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. 7-4 for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan, Harden out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant in at the small forward. The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe. Here is Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Anthony.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Simons. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Now Jones. Dishes to Cantor. Back to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Baseline jumper. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Simons the pass to Little. Down low, Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Harden scanning the floor. To the paint, stolen by Cantor. And here's Little. He kicks it to Cantor. And he gets it to go.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the dunk by Covington.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard against Harden. Fires for three. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
McCollum against Irving. Inside. Jordan kicks to Irving. Teardrop shot. Good D by McCollum. The Blazers on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Good on the shot. And now just a 5-point Nets lead.
Big-time hoop from Covington. He's had to earn everything he's gotten in his NBA career.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harden the pass to Green. Pops it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Powell for three. Hands it from downtown. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Irving with it. They kick it out to Green. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 6.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Harden finds Jordan. Outside Irving. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Green. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 3. 16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Kicks to Powell. Misses the 3. Now here's Green. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.